What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today we're going to do 25 summons and talk a bit about the new event that the Age put into the game. It is once again a Soul Awakening event with awakening items. You have to awaken them like this? I didn't even know. Like this? No, it's both the same button. How weird is that? I didn't even plan on this. Which button do I press now? You can select the... That's weird. That's so weird. We will do the right button. Is the left button better? Does it give better results? I have no idea. Well, I just wanted to talk about the event a bit because they did the Soul Awakening. I think it's Soul Awakening Gala event. We're starting off with C tier, nice. And basically, it's the event that we had some time ago where you could get the SS Core. Jesus got the last time summoned the Mockman. And basically the same event, but you can see there is a slight switch. You now have those star things, and those are the thing everybody's talking about, and everybody is pretty rightfully annoyed about, because last time you could just go ahead, use your starry, use your contract starry of course would be better, and basically summon your heroes, summon any hero you want, and people would go ahead and go absolutely ham and summon like every copy. Melassa, doesn't even matter, doesn't have to be good. Even copies you would be angry to get an A tier on, they summoned all of it. And right now you can only summon Transcendence heroes, which is limiting to an extent, and will certainly limit my ability to compete in this event on Amazon. On Amazon, last time we were only able to get any progress in the event because I could summon every single copy I got, which included Melassa, which included a lot of crappy heroes, I would say. Right now this doesn't work. You have to summon basically the base forms of the Transcendence heroes, and those are rather limited on newer accounts. Isn't something I don't think newer accounts will compete that hard in the event. It's not really worth it, considering those whales that go in there. There's iOS and Android involved, and those guys will take place 1 to 20, so the most relevant rewards, and everything below there is basically a better board in the auction house, and so that's something. And whales were annoyed about it. Whales were really annoyed about it. I remember some people even buying copies under the retiring value, spending a lot of stuff on there to get a bunch of contract starry ready for the next event, and you can't use your contract starry or your starry to get points now. You have to buy those stars, and basically they come in two batch sizes, and one of them is basically the 25 batch size, and that costs $100 or depending on your country. And that is really annoying. That is really, really annoying that the Age just thought like, okay, we have our starry, we have our contract starry, let's just include another currency and basically screw everybody over. And I don't really know why they do this. It doesn't really occur to me. It's like you have this currency starry gems and you have contract starry gems. And basically, in my opinion, you should be able to buy any pack in the game if you have starry gems. Does only make sense. But already you can't buy event packs with it. You can buy the event packs with like some scrolls or some stuff, but the special event pack that comes like every event, which has pretty good value, is not available to be bought with starry gems. I don't really get that, because like you should be able to buy anything in the game with starry gems and not just a limited amount of things. And now they go even further ahead and take it away from its really main use, which is to summon and awaken heroes, and was the first place it was introduced for. And you can't even do that anymore, because for this event you will need to buy another resource. So all of your star is basically worthless for this event, unless of course you spend it for some profit ops or some stuff, and go ahead and do some POs, and then you can get one or two of those stars from a secondary event, but like nowhere enough to compete in the actual main part of the event, which will definitely again lead people to spend thousands and thousands of euros or dollars and compete that way. And that, I mean that is fine. Let people do what they want. If they want to whale and spend their life's worth on the game like this, do it. Like, what else? It's mostly of the time not a good idea, but I think people know that, and some people of course can't differentiate. They can't stop their spending, but yeah, for those people, this game is really a trap. It really is. It really is. Let's not talk around that. It is the case. And games like this in general are meant to be traps for those kind of people. If you have the money, that's another story. Then you can just go ahead and spend whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. By the way, I can't really not notice that our summons right now are absolutely horrible. I wonder if those stars actually have a different probabilities for these summons, because the game doesn't say so. It doesn't. It just says the regular summoning and nothing else. And it's kind of weird to me that they included those stars. And they could be nice if they are later on included in some events, basically as a reward on top. That is something I can see as being cool, so that they can hand out more rewards, more summons to people. It could be a cool thing actually for free-to-play players, if they can just do a profit op event and get like 3, 4, 5 summons out of it as well. That could be rather nice, I think. But for now, the stars are mainly there to just get whales to spend more money to compete in the new Soul Awakening event, and nothing more than that. I think all we just get blue crystals here, blue meteors. That's really insane. I sure hope, I didn't even check that, I noticed right now, that we can complete the usual Soul Awakening event with those summons here as well. Will again give us some sublimation essence and in general some good loot. Beyond that, in the future we will of course see a Halloween event, and we will see a Black Friday event, and we already talked about the Black Friday event. I think the Halloween event will be rather interesting as well. I think last year that event was actually considered better for free-to-play and low spenders than the Black Friday event, and that might just be the case this time again. If it is that way, that will be rather cool. Again, if you are a low mid spender or not, well, if you're not one of the biggest whales, this event is likely not for you. It's likely more for big spenders, for people that really don't care if they spend thousands and thousands of dollars or euros on that game. And but like I remember in the first event of that kind, people thought like, yeah, I'm going to get an A-, and I saw some people that definitely don't spend that amount of money try and go for an A-, and I think they ended up getting a B- or something, and just spent way too much for a B-. And I don't really want you guys to do the same. Just keep in mind, there are some super big whales on iOS and Android, and those guys will go for it. Those guys have the resources, they have the money, and they will spend a ton. And if you're not prepared to spend like, I don't know, 8,000 euros, $8,000, then better just get your B-. It's the same that I will do on this account, and be happy with it. And it's basically the reward that we can expect. So we got a bunch of crappy summons. I really have to say that. That's like all those visas. We got like 4 E tiers, and then yeah, that's not nice. That's not nice. It's a 9 E+. Let's retire all of those. We don't need those Vesa copies. I summoned them specifically for this event. We had a bunch of those chests in Marbeck, actually. A bunch of those Transcendence copy selection chests, I think, from the last time we did some summons. So those were still there. And then let's look at our Mockmans. I think we had 7 or 8 copies, and not even a whole lot of copies, and we have like 6 E+ already. Really, nothing really good happening here. 1 C tier, I think that was from the summons. That C tier was from the summons as well, and I think this one. But not really. I think we will try them all. Not really a lot of good stuff. 1,740 contract story actually available. And now let's have take a look if we actually completed that event. And I also care about our points in the other events. So we got there, and we did not even complete the 150 points within 25 summons, which is actually bad. That does actually mean we got pretty bad summons, because usually you should get around 5.9 points per summon that you do. So 25 should just be slightly off the 150. That is about 12 points off, so like 2 more summons. Not very good, I have to say. So here I will take the flag chest. And here we obviously take the sublimations. I like to go sublimations. The spiritual essence is so draining for our Stella that is really rather bad. We can later on get some here as well. Then we obtained 10 points total. I think we did that, right? We should have some of those things. Awakening Resonance Crystal D-. It's just like a 3-sum. But like a 3-sum that doesn't count for the Soul Awakening session, if I'm right. So that's a little bit stupid. We are 1000 plus with 25 points. It's insane that one guy's already at 536 points. Like, think about that. You have to buy those 25 point things for $1 at a time. So it's at least like 21 packs, even more than 21 packs. So that is like day one. And usually those things escalate a bit more. And there are certainly some big ways that I'm missing here. There's no Artorias, there's no Jesus that I can see. A lot of the guys from iOS are actually missing. Jaded is here. And I think that it will escalate a lot more in the upcoming days. And again, it's a 230-hour event. And if I remember correctly, yeah, there's a display phase included here. Ranking phase, you can only earn points during this this phase. Okay, yeah. Translator didn't have a lot of time, it seems. Display phase, it lasts for 3 days. And what I actually want to say to you is that this is a 1-week event, and then there are 3 days on top of that that are only display phase. Oh, they included the timer. There it is. It's a little bit badly positioned. Like, I didn't see it at first glance. Ranking phase ends in 158 points. So that's nice that they included this. Last time this was missing and people were confused, but now it is there. So people can see when the event is actually ending and can act accordingly. Of course, we didn't make any progress here, but in this those chests, there's actually one of those stars included as well. I think you need to get 1 star actually to get ranked here, and as soon as you're ranked, you are guaranteed to get at least your B-, which is a little bit different than last time. Last time you had to get 200 points, now it's 20 points. Well, it's basically the same. A little bit less. Yeah, 20 points. So still rather a lot to spend for like a B-. And those things were pretty unlikely to give you really good stuff. They gave you B-, and in my case, I'm not sure, do I still have it? I summoned it on stream. That was this one, this Ezreal that I got, which like C tier attack. This was a B- summoning crystal, and I got like B- HP, and then a high roll C tier attack, which is horrible. Absolutely horrible. In any way, guys, the takeaway from this event, just don't spend on with the aim to get an A tier if you're not prepared to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. And basically, for most of you, the B- will be the right way, or just not doing it at all, which is absolutely fine. This event will not grant you huge progress in any way. So not doing it, waiting for Halloween, waiting for Black Friday. I think this will be the best way forward, actually, for most people. I wish you guys a great week, and we will see us in the next one.